So I called into a garden centre on my way back from this exercise class, and I can't resist saving some dying plants, although they're not really even doing too bad, but they were all reduced. I got one more as well, but it's still inside. Got this little guy, and I've actually always wanted one of these, one of the orange spider plants. And then I also got lots of veggies, so I got some peppers, some beef tomatoes, 2 types of cucumber, and from researching before, I believe that fem spots, you don't have to like cross-pollinate, so I think that makes them an easier one to grow. I've got some chilli, some yellow peppers and some red peppers, so I'm excited to get those going on my balcony. And then this is the other one I got, which was a watermelon peperomia, and I did used to have one of these and I killed it, so I thought I'd give it another chance. They were all £5, which I thought was pretty reasonable, and the veggies were 3 for £6. So although this one's looking a bit rubbish, there's so much new growth going on that I actually think this was a really good save. They have some super cute little Easter things here. Look at these. I love the little bunny pots. How much are they? £12.99. This one's quite cute. What is this? Wow, look at that. It's really furry. I don't do very well with these. I like the cane ones, but I don't do very well with the Rex. To be honest, it's got to the point where it's hard to find anything I don't already have. I do kind of want one of these. Oh, look at these. These are never seen these before. Is that a rabbit's foot or something? They have so many interesting cacti. I'm not really a cacti person. I kind of kill them with too much water, too much love. But some of them are really interesting. Like, look at this one. Actually, they're not reduced, but these ones, like £2.50. I'm kind of almost tempted just because they're so cheap. Like, this one's kind of cool. So this is where I got my reduced plants from. Here's some peace lilies, but to be honest, all they need is a water and they will spring right back up. I'm actually thinking about getting a second one of these. I've also got the Sigonium, but I've already got one of those. I've got a ring of fire, but that looks really dead. What is this? I actually can't tell. what that is meant to be. It's only £1, so maybe I'll take a try on it. It's just called Foliage. Actually, this one's kind of cool, hiding away. It's sort of velvety. It's actually really nice, this one. It's a bit expensive though. Is that the same as those? Not sure. I do love this orchid, but I'm not really an orchid person. I already bought one of these alocasias. I'm on my second trip round now. I have String of Dolphin, I have Sigonium, White Butterfly, I think that is. I took one of these, kind of tempted to take a second. I think I'm going to take a second Watermelon Peperomia. I also had a really tasty flat white in their lovely little garden area. I do feel this is a missed opportunity to have loads and loads of plants and flowers around, but it was a really nice outdoor space and such a gorgeous day today. So I went back in, I just couldn't help myself, and I got this, which is, it was still quite expensive, this one, but it's called a Mystic Elf Ear, and I've never seen one of these before. I got another Watermelon Peperomia. I thought I'll probably propagate that. I got, this, which I don't know what it is. I think it's some kind of peperomia. It looks a bit dead, but I thought it was £1, so I thought I'd give it a go. And then I got another orange spider plant. So now I've got to get out of this place. So I've got all my plants home. They look great, don't they? Look at this. And I'm going to go through and sort of repot everything, maybe split a few up, sort everything. I've got my veggies here, which I'm going to put, I might keep them inside because I worry that if I put them outside too soon. I'm going to put the tomato out, but I think if I put everything else out, they might just get eaten straight away. So here is a little look at my little balcony garden. I've been trying to sort it out recently and spruce it up a little bit. I've got lots of exciting things here. These are my sweet peas. I love my little floating frog in the water, the bird bath. I've got a wisteria here that's starting to get some leaves. My lavender's already out. This is actually a goji berry tree. I've only ever gotten about 2 gojis from it so far. I think it requires a lot of water. I need to kind of be more on it this year. So here's a passion flower down there. I've actually got multiple passion flowers. So I've got one of the purple, one's white and one's pink. What else exciting do I have? Oh, this is really exciting. This is a bottle brush tree. So they're like from Australia. I'm really excited for that to flower. I've got my bergamot tree, another little passion flower down there. Why have I temporarily forgotten what this is called? I had to go and look this plant up. So it's a camellia, that's what I was trying to say, and it's called a volunteer. And it doesn't have any flowers on at the moment, but they are super pretty. So they start light pink and they turn darker pink as the year goes on, and they have this lovely two-tone colour. It's a shame that I can't actually show you a flower one. I've got all my different like fruity mints, my strawberries. I've got 2 fig trees down here. Got some little tomatoes on the go that's still quite small. Got my olive tree and jasmine, and then these are my potatoes, these are my beetroots. Oh, and then this, I've also forgotten what this is called, but they are beautiful flowers. They grow as bushes, and I saw them in Spain, and then a friend sent me one, and they basically get beautiful pink, bright pink magenta flowers, and then they turn yellow, so they have this gorgeous gradient of colours. And this one is a lanterna, that's what it is. And I can't wait to show you this when it hopefully does flower. It's not looking crazy healthy, but I think it will be okay. It's still alive. Actually, it's not. I thought it was maybe really dry, but it's not. But anyway, so this is a beef tomato, and I'm actually going to, I've got a pot ready for it. So it does already have another little tomato in there, but I'm going to pop it in here. So this is, some of my balcony gets way too hot, and this area actually does better because it's a little bit shadier. So I'm just going to pop it in here. So there we go, there's my beefsteak tomato. I might tie it up as well, and I'll pop the label in there just so that I can remember what it is. So inside, I also have another lanterna. Oh no, it looks sad. I do think they kind of like to be outside. I'm thinking of maybe popping that one outside. I just don't really have the room. And here I have a begonia. And I'm kind of thinking of putting the cucumber, because basically last year I put them out too early. And the cucumbers and the peppers and stuff just died and they got eaten away to stumps. And I'm kind of thinking of starting them off indoors. And I'm actually wondering if these two could share, because this is looking a little bit sparse and it's quite a big pot. So that's on my mind a bit. So I'm going to start with sorting out these watermelon peperomia, and they are such massive plants. Look at this. And there is so much new growth down here. So what I'm actually going to do is take off pretty much all of the big leaves that are damaged, because a lot of the leaves are just damaged or they're just a bit ratty. And I'm going to take off every leaf that's not perfect, and I have already my little jar of water here. They're really dry, so they're desperate for a drink. I'm going to repot them because I just want to see like how pot bound everything is, like how many plants are in these pots. Maybe I'll separate them a bit to give them more room to grow in the future. And yeah, because you can basically get a baby off every leaf, I'm going to cut off any leaf that's not perfect and I'm going to pop it in some water. So I will see you in a bit. This one might take me a while. So here's my 2 watermelon peperomias, and yeah, you might be sad about this because they were 2 massive plants. But what I've done is I've split them all up. They've got a lot. I lost more roots than I was expecting, so I've put them in these small pots for now. But yeah, I got a lot of plants, and then I've kept one of them pretty big and just cut off all the old kind of manky leaves. And then these are all the babies, and then these are all the leaves that I've taken off that I'm also hoping will produce more plants. So I have a lot of plants from those 2. Lilith. Lil. So these orange spider plants, I went to take a look and they are very, very root bound. So they will definitely both need a repot. So I've done with potting everything up, and I've split a lot of these plants up. There's one more upstairs actually of the orange spider plant, but I just wanted to do it this way because I wanted to sell some, and I also just like to get everything quite small for spring. So then it has lots of room in the pot to grow in. It's not already root bound at the start, and it's got room to push up new growth around the base. So I've got this lovely, I think it's the Nanthorium lily. This plant, this elf's ear, I think it's called. I actually way prefer it in these slightly smaller pots. I think now I've broken it up and put it in these smaller pots, I actually just think it looks more stunning. It's really grown on me. I nearly didn't buy it because it was the most expensive one, but I'm really glad that I did. And then I've got this big one here. And I really like this. It's transcendental. I don't quite know how you pronounce it. But it has a little bit of pink, which is quite interesting. I'd like to see how that develops. So now I need to get tidied up because there's soil everywhere, and I need to get all of these watered because they're all quite dry, and then sort of think about where to put the vegetables. There's so many plants here. It is kind of wild. This is just some of them. This is just half, under half.